Hi, guys. I am going to jump into my secondary device here. Oh my gosh. Really? I'm pressing the down volume and it turns up. That is just comical. Thank you, Spirit. Goodness. Hello there on YouTube. Hi, guys. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm just going to jump into my secondary here and be where I need to be. So if you'll just give me a moment, I do appreciate you guys tuning in. Seashells and Ishika. Hello. My name is Heidi. I believe I've seen you both on my channel before, so it's good to see you again. Hi, Gina. Gina, you sweetheart. Good to see you, hon. Hello, Delphine on YouTube as well. Good to see you. Let me just get into my secondary. How are we feeling on the comments right here? Yes or no? Let me know tonight. Vote on this right now. That was an accident. That was in one of my stories this morning. And when I went to open it to like delete it, blah, my sound is way up. Hello. Someone needed startled into the present moment. It might have been me. Look at this. Come on, girl. Get with it. All right. Give me just a minute. I'm almost there with you. I promise. Hello, Helen Rogers. Hi, Rhonda Crawford. Hold on a moment. Tiffany Tisdale. I love your song, girl. The song of your name. Hello, Lorraine Canellos and Carla Trousdale. Hello, Catherine Jean O'Donnell. Thank you so much for sharing. Absolutely. Today is a free-for-all. Darling, I'll be answering questions left and right. So if you have a certain question on your heart, plug it in. How are we feeling these graphics here? Do we like this or do we want to take this away and make me full screen? Let me know. We're voting right now. I'm counting your votes. What are we doing tonight? Chat on the side is fine with me, Helen says. I think that makes it more inclusive for YouTube and Facebookers because you guys are both here, both platforms. So you can see how everyone's engaging if I leave it here on the screen. And we better get this party started right, you know what I'm saying? Grab your favorite beverage or whatever else you need to make you comfortable tonight. I just need to let you know that I might be wearing my sassy pants today. It's been one heck of a day, guys. And I'm usually 18 and over only. Tonight is most definitely, okay? Most definitely 18 and over because I psychically predict I might have a touch of an attitude. I'll just say that. It happens. I'm a real person just like anybody else, but I am showing up to be of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys. So if I can put myself aside, and I know I can. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit shows up for us no matter what every time and wants everyone to have clarity, comfort, guidance, a better life, even if I'm just having a bad day. You know what I'm saying? So here I am for all of you. And let me just get where I need to be here. You know, I really wish that Facebook would like rank the groups by the ones that you use the most when you go to share it. You know what I mean? I hate scrolling through this whole thing being like, where's my Spirit Speaks Vibe tribe? Oh, if you don't know about my safe and private Facebook group right there on Facebook, the platform, it is in your description box. The Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe is more of me for free. I do a card a day in there, Intuitive Tuesdays, Vibe Tribe only gatherings, Vibe Tribe only exclusive reading events. If you ain't in the Vibe Tribe, you are missing the fuck out. I'll tell you what, because it's not just me. We've got a spiritual community, a supportive network of family in the Vibe Tribe. Am I right? And most of my Vibe Tribers come on all these broadcasts and you see the togetherness, you see the show of support, and people go, wow, I love how supportive everyone is. Yes, me too. We have cultivated that here on my page, and it's even more enriching in the Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. See, Gina's dropping it in right there. Gina Wright is my moderator. She may be dropping in some helpful tidbits to help the broadcast flow more smoothly. Please respect and appreciate Gina every bit as much as I do. Love you, Gina. Thank you for all that you do. What's up? Yes, thank you for being here. So I do want to say this is an 18 and over broadcast. because I cuss and I vape. This is a nicotine vape. I apologize if it offends anybody, but I'm a real human person just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So I do appreciate you guys tuning in with me. I am aligned with love and light in God, and I am here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys. I'm a psychic medium, an energy healer, an animal communicator, a channel for spirit messages, and a spiritual teacher. If you would like to connect with me on a personal or private level, my links are in your description box, HeidiCorona.shop. That is the only way to connect with me. I won't reach out to you. I won't friend request you or ask you to do that for me, okay? Because that is not how true, legitimate spiritual practitioners work. You should witness your reader. You should be the one who wants to connect with that person, and you should be the one making the first move, okay? With any credible, legitimate practitioner, you should screen them first and be the one who wants to connect and be the one who makes that move. And if it's with me, HeidiCorona.shop, see scrolling right there, HeidiCorona.shop. That is the way to connect with me safely, okay? Because scammers reach out to random people all day long. That is their full-time job. That is what they do. So please don't be duped on my page or any other pages, especially if you're watching a lot of broadcasts, because they can get pretty crafty. They like to romanticize you and tell you how lovely and interesting you are, or some kind of thing. Sometimes they tell you have hexes and only they can help you, and it's all a bunch of nonsense, okay? If you are drawn to a reader, you should be contacting that person yourself, and there are valid avenues to do so. For me, my links are in your description box. I am Miss Shuff. Are you on TikTok? Why, darling, yes, I am. Hold on one moment. I'm pretty sure I have something here that says just that. And apparently I don't. Let's get another. Hold on. Cancel. Hold on. You guys are going to sit with me while I play. Boop. There you go. Yes, I am on TikTok. And that is how you can find me, at Heidi with Spirit Speaks. I do appreciate you, sweetheart. Hi, Samuel Harris. Good to see you. You guys are awesome. I do see you saying hello to me here, and I say hello to you as well. I hope everyone is doing okay. Let me come back to the chat and scroll up a little bit here on my device because I feel like I missed a little bit. How can I go to Facebook Live? Rhonda's asking. Rhonda, you're on YouTube platform. So that means close YouTube, go to Facebook, come to my Facebook page. And I'm right here on my page. You might even see me on this story. But that's how you can find me on Facebook, at Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium Heidi. On YouTube, at Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium. Yes, Rhonda Crawford. No, the live is actually on Facebook as well, but it looks like you've jumped onto my YouTube platform. That's why you're not seeing everyone else talking here, just a few people who are on YouTube with you. However, it looks like I've got 14 here on Facebook. So if you want to just exit out, I won't do anything spectacular, Rhonda Crawford, until you come back to me on Facebook, okay? So my at Spirit Speak Psychic Medium Heidi, I'm right here on Facebook. In fact, I'm going to tag my followers. Thank you for the reminder, darling. And I want to tell you how awesome you guys are. I cannot believe that my page has reached 6,500 followers. Wow. You guys are amazing. You guys are totally amazing. I absolutely appreciate you spreading the word of mouth. I appreciate you sharing me with your friends and family. I appreciate you tuning in and supporting all the different things that I have going on, because I know I'm a busy lady. I'm all over the place. But if you have your ear to the ground, I do see you guys all over the place with me. And I do totally appreciate that. I want to say I posted a gratitude post on January 31st, Was it January 31st? Oh my gosh. Yes, it was. January 31st, I hit 5,000 and now I've hit 6,500. Like, whoa. Thank you, Spirit. Amen. Let Spirit spread the messages further and wider to all the hearts and all the souls and all the people who need it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, you guys. My mind is blown. I started this page in 2020 from the ground up, man, and I this momentum is incredible and spectacular, and I could not be more excited or more grateful. Rhonda, here you are. Thank God we can do spectacular things now that Rhonda's here on Facebook with the rest of us. You guys are the best. So if you vibe with me, man, check me out. I do have a list of my events right here on my Facebook page, and on my Facebook page you can also see my reviews. I have over 130 5-star reviews right here on my page, and I am grateful. I appreciate and value those because people do read those. That does help me to remain relevant as a credible professional spiritual practitioner and psychic medium. No worries. That's why I'm also on YouTube, Ishika, because I know some people aren't on Facebook. They don't have that. So that's why I'm streaming on both platforms and I can see everyone right here. So thank you. Thank you. Ishika, was your question about your knees, honey? You said something about your knees. I've kind of lost it up in the comments. Now, I am not a medical doctor of anything at all. I missed my window on that one. You know what I'm saying? Never really had a draw to be a doctor or a nurse. I'll just say, but anyways, now that's what's up. Ishika, I would love to read for you, darling. I just want you to know, okay, that I'm not a doctor, but I will ask Spirit, for a message for you on this whole scenario. Do you see my knees making a full recovery? Any timing? Here, we'll put you on the screen here. Whoa, hold on. Hold on, Julie. Sorry, these are going so fast. See how busy we are? There you are. Ishika on YouTube. Do you see my knees making a full recovery? Any timing? I've been trying a lot of conventional and unconventional techniques. Whew. Okay, sweetheart. Ishika. So I do have some crystals with me here, darling, and I'm going to connect in with your lovely energy. And to be completely honest, I know that you are speaking about your own personal physical wellness journey, but there are others as well. Right. So there are others who have their own, physical wellness journey. So I'm just going to do a quick cleansing and sweeping of your auric field, your energetic field, so that the big guns upstairs, God, source, creator, higher power, higher self, whomever that is that you believe in, that's who's showing up for you. Okay. So that's who's doing the big work behind the scenes. I'm just going to sweep your energetic field and make sure to release anything that's not serving you. And also cut away any cords, ties, or attachments that aren't in the greatest and highest good of your wellness. Now, and your physical healing as well. They're wanting me to specify that. That's interesting. And I'm going right into your knees, baby. I feel like the right one's worse than the left. I feel like the right one is more swollen than the left as well. I feel like the pain radiates more deeply, lower, and even a little higher on that right side. However, the left side is just as bad, if you will, because between the two, it's quite inflamed. Darling, I feel it. And I'm sending you so much love. And anyone else who would like to receive this cleansing in your mind and your heart or out loud, just say yes, okay? And Spirit will give that to you. Spirit will apply this onto your energetic field as well. Let me move this here. Get that off the screen. Ishika, I'm so glad that you're here. It's actually worse on the left side. Right is okay. All right, no worries. Sometimes I mirror you. You know what I mean? Sometimes I mirror you, and I'm not hung up on that. That doesn't bother me one bit. Sometimes it's accurate. Sometimes it's a mirror. Either way, I'm still feeling your pain, sister, and I'm targeting it now with this energetic cleansing. So this is going to cut away anything that's not serving you. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm done with that now, they say. Now, this is Numite. Ishika, if you're able to get yourself a piece of Numite. It's Nuumite. Okay, it is a crystal. This one's actually a wand, but any shape. Okay, and you can place it on your knee to encourage healing in that area. And in fact, that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to move some healing energies around. The Numite actually helps to pull the pain out, right? Pull the pain out. So make sure that you drink plenty of water today, Ishika, and anyone else who's receiving this, because it does help to flush that dense energy that's being removed. It helps to flush it and dissipate it more quickly. It supports this process. So make sure to do that. Oh, Ishika, listen here. Spirit is saying this as well, that your journey of recovery, as far as your knees, yes, I do feel that you will move in a positive direction, that you will recover, if you will. However, they're saying that you cannot just jump into things because you feel a little bit of relief from your pain. Okay, that could be to a lot of factors. Okay, pain medication, icy hot. I don't care if you're having a good day and your mind is clear and it just feels fine. Spirit is saying you need to baby it longer than it is hurting for. Okay, even if it feels okay, you've got to take it easy. Otherwise, you're going to end up taking 2 steps back. Okay, you're really going to have to allow yourself that time to heal, because they're saying, oh, but she start to feel a little better because you say you're using those conventional and unconventional techniques, and girl, they're working, but it's like putting a little bit of a band-aid on it. But Ishika, instead of absorbing the band-aid and the treatment, you're like feeling better, gotta go grocery shopping now, or whatever it is that you're up to, and then boom, it's, oh my gosh, why is it so bad again? Because you felt better, although it was not better, and you masked your pain in some kind of a way and threw yourself back into an inflammation. Sweetheart. So I understand that life needs to happen. Spirit is telling me right now, I'm going to keep doing this, okay? Spirit is telling me right now that the lesson is Ishika needs to ask her folks to do those things for her. Spirit is going to sit you on your butt, okay? When you can't walk and you have to say, hey, other people who live with me, can you please do the things that are necessary to keep the house going, because I can't even stand up in this time. And it's more than that. It's, hey, other people who care about me or who are in my life, I'm hungry and I would love something to have for dinner. Until you're put in that position of powerlessness, of lack of control, of immobility, you will not allow others to support you. You are having a very hard time with letting other people pick up that slack. And that's what it's about. Yes, I have to. Do you get any timing on the recovery? When I can give it my best shot. Okay, you've got to start giving it your best shot now by doing not much at all, sister. By really babying that knee, babying your whole scenario, your body, resting. This is funny. Check it out. So I actually got you a card, but I set it aside while we were speaking here. And then the other card that is on top is brick wall. This is you putting a brick wall between yourself and anything else that you have going on, and letting other people take care of you, take care of the responsibilities, take care of the house and everything else while your knee mends. That's the key. It's not up to me. It's up to my knee. Okay. And once I'm better, I'll be right back to it. But until then, I have to rely on the support of other people. Oh, girl. So this brick wall is you just putting a brick wall around yourself so that you can mend and heal. And you know what? If the dishes pile up for a day or two, so be it. It's not going to come crashing down on the whole house if it's not quite as good as when you're the one who's doing it. Okay, remember that. You've got to give other people grace to not be as wonderful as you are, but to still hold themselves accountable for the things that can help the household and your life, your day flow more smoothly, because you're not going to heal if you don't allow yourself to rest and mend. And I have another card for you. Slap a spirit on it, Ishika. You may feel excited yet apprehensive about a new chapter in your life. Even if the inspiration has not yet taken form, Spirit supports you, Pray, meditate, call in your angels, communicate your deepest heartfelt intentions directly to your higher self. The divine already knows. However, this is an important part of your co-creation journey. Slap a spirit on it by talking to God like you're talking to a trusted friend. Fill in all the details and lift it up to source. Suggest your desired outcome and seal it with this or better, God, please, because sometimes God knows better. Now, Ishika, I'm getting all kinds of information while I was reading that card for you now. This time while you're saddled up and needing to literally be pinned down. Okay. You know, you're injured and you got to sit and be stationary. Okay. So this is very important, is that you begin to do things that boost your vibration in that moment, even though you're stationary, right? Because you got to take it easy on the knees. Okay. You've got to let them rest, but the mind is overactive and the hands get, you know, antsy, and it's time to pull some of that in and do something that you can do while you're mending and resting those legs, okay? Resting your knee. So I do feel like they keep giving me within 3 months. 3 months is a good solid recovery period, okay? But listen, it's not just about your physical recovery. However, that's a huge part of it, okay? You need to make sure that you stay up on top of your doctor's appointments and physical therapy and treatments and all the other things, as you know, they are, you know, encouraging you, and as your own free will and good judgment requires you to do. Okay. But on top of that, while you're stationary, your vibration has the ability to drop, right? Because when we're, you know, pinned into some kind of a new circumstance, even if we're just recovering from pain or surgery, then sometimes that can take a toll on us in an emotional way. So we are always manifesting in every moment, and you want to manifest yourself into health and wellness. However, your knee is still a real actual problem in your life. Yeah, I've made a good over 50% recovery now. Fantastic. 3 more months, girl. And I feel 3 more months, and implement what spirit wants you to do to really support your wellness and your recovery. And I feel like you'll be tip top. I just want to say that. So listen though, you've got to listen to your own inner knowing. You know how you feel and when you're okay. But it's not just about your knees. It's about your heart, girl. It's about raising your vibration and doing things that make you feel alive, even though you're dealing with this circumstance and other stress in life. Okay. You've got to allow yourself to watch the movies that you want to watch, read the books that you want to do, you know, maybe paint or take up knitting or some kind of, you know, crossword puzzles, something to just escape, lose time, you know, get into the flow of some kind of vibration to just illuminate yourself for the sake of that, and ride that wave for a minute, because it beats the, oh man, I'm in pain. Oh man, circumstances suck. Crap, I can't go anywhere. There's nothing on TV, right? So it's time to start plugging in enjoyable activities while you are recovering in a physical way, because that positive vibrational frequency supports your physical wellness. Okay. And that shakes the pain and shakes the ailments and shakes the disease right out of our systems. Ishika, that's what I have for you, darling. Thank you for letting me read for you. I'm going to disconnect. And thank you guys for your donations. Wow, holy smokes. Okay, so yes, I see that Carol King and Brenda Walker have both sent a donation, and I will most definitely read for both of you ladies. Carol, do you have a specific request? You're welcome, Ishika. Thank you for tuning in, girl, and thanks for subscribing to the channel. I am growing my YouTube presence, and I do appreciate everyone who smashes that thumb and comments and engages and subscribes. Carol, relationship. Okay, so I happen to have with me the Power of Love activation cards. Carol King, Brenda Walker, Tracy Schuff, who is happily getting divorced. I would really love to read for you after these two other ladies, okay? But you guys don't leave, because spirit will draw me in whatever direction I end up going into, okay? And it's usually an interesting time. Let's see here. Carol, I'm talking to you. What message does Carol need to hear from this deck about her relationship, Spirit? About her relationship. Be clear. Give us something for Carol here, please. Oh, Carol, they're really thinking about it for you. I'm letting them. I don't use these cards too often. Boop, there it goes. Aw, love that. Love that. Carol, are your ribs hurting or something? Because, like, man, my ribs are bothering me. As I know I'm connecting with your energy here, babe. I know you may have this, that, whatever. Oh, thank you for those stars, guys. I do receive 1 penny per star that you send there on Facebook, and that all adds up. Thank you so much, Rose, as well. Rose has sent me a donation outside of the platform. So thank you, Rose. You guys better keep me on track. I don't have a list, and I'm not keeping one at all. So I got Carol. I've got Brenda. I've got, who did I say after that? You guys know who I said. And then it's going to be Rose after that third person. I apologize. I'm in the spirit brain. Carol, I'm with you, and my rib freaking hurts. It's been a day. I'm trying to see it. My water here needs replaced. Water everywhere in my basement, and my passenger windshield wiper stopped working. Oh my gosh. Carol, I am the person who would, oh my goodness, read into every little symbolic meaning to all of that. Oh, that's how I am. Absolutely. Tina, oh man. I will add your son to my prayer list, and I will send him energy healing. I'm glad he's okay, Tina. I'll get you a message after Rose. You guys better keep me on track. I need to know who my divorcee is. Tracy. Tracy Schuff, you're my divorcee. I apologize. The left side of my ribs has been hurting real bad today. Carol, yes, that's the left right here. And I'm going, oh, my ribs. Carol, you poor thing. Sending love to you and your ribs. Sending love to everyone who's dealing with stuff. Hi, Sally Scully Brooks. Good to see you, sweetie. Does he have Medi-Cal? Typically they'll cover it, you know. Who knows? Not my forte. I'll get you a card when the time comes. Gina, you're an angel. I think it's my left kidney, not my ribs. Yeah, I can understand, but how that pain could kind of bleed through to the front, you know what I mean? Have you been having an upset stomach too, sweetheart? Listen here. The card that Spirit wanted you to have on your relationship, Miss Carol, is forgiveness. And hello, Kat Flatley. Thank you so much for sharing in Niagara Falls, Canada. Totally awesome. One day I shall go there. Carol, forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. I love this. Love this. Hold on one moment. Lynn Palmer, yes, you're going to be next. Please add her after Tina. Gina, should I keep my own list? I'm going to keep my own list. Hold on. Look, this is important, guys. I've got my little notebook of schemes, and you guys are in it. So I'm with Carol right now. After Carol's going to be Brenda. After Brenda's going to be Tracy. And then Rose. Tina. Thank you, Gina. I don't want you to have to keep track, you sweetheart. Tina. Lynn Palmer. Rhonda K, I appreciate your stars, sweetheart. I'll add you to my list, darling. Thank you for those 500 stars. I do receive 1 penny per star on Facebook, and I know it costs you more to send them than I actually receive, but I do appreciate it because I know you don't have to. And you know that I don't have another job. This is what I do. That's how I, pay my bills and all the things. So thank you so much for your donations. Thank you for the stars. And thank you to those of you who book a session, order a tarot video, sign up for my programs. All of this does also help me out. And it's an energetic exchange. So thank you guys so much. I do have a bit of a list going, but I am going to do free readings as drawn by spirit. You better believe it. I'm a blabbermouth, and I'll just say that right now. So I got plenty to give to everybody. Don't go anywhere. Carol, I get to thinking of my ex-husbands and start to go good with him, and I get scared. Yes. So this indicates that now is the time that you are able to really forgive those past hurts of your own patterns in that same relationship. Okay, because there have been letdowns of the past, and this card indicates that those are of the past now. So I'm really grateful for this. Forgiveness is the cornerstone of love. To be fully aligned with the power of love requires complete forgiveness of self and others. You may find this hard to accomplish because you are letting your ego be in the driver's seat. When you can't forgive, it is the ego holding on to past hurts and the feeling of not being in control. Ooh. Forgiveness will remove old blockages and causes of emotional distress, allowing love energy to work through you. By forgiving, you are not excusing or condoning a particular behavior. Instead, you are willing to understand the lesson being presented. Wow, love that. You are not necessarily obligated to reconcile. You can forgive and choose not to involve yourself with that person or situation again. The saying forgive and forget is a misnomer, for you should never forget a lesson. Bless the experience, but always remember what you learned from it. When you forgive, you open yourself up to the positive and loving experiences that the universe wants to bestow upon you. Now there is room for them in the space formerly taken up by babysitting those horrible and toxic feelings. Love this. Carol. This card clearly states that you have made space by releasing some kind of toxic feelings of the past, old hurts and grudges and resentments, etc., against this relationship or in any other area, hun, because energetic space is space. Hi, Laura Reffick. Good to see you, honey. Space is space in your energetic field. I know you were talking about the exes. That could have been that too. Like it kind of got you riled up. You kind of saw the lesson, right? And you were able to, I don't know what you're talking about. And you were able to recognize that and let it go, right? Because you're grown and you've moved so far past those things. So that forgiveness in many different areas and forgiveness toward yourself for not knowing better or whatever this could be has made space for the blessings in your life, for the new patterns that you are stepping into, that you know that you desire for the harmonious relationship in your life. Okay, so all of that forgiveness plays a role in boosting your vibration and aligning you with this lovely partnership. Love that. That is the message from this deck, but I'm going to get you a couple more cards and see what else Spirit has for you. Thank God. Yes, you should. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Laura. Hold on, Carol. Let me sip my beverage here. Yeah, I'm not asking anyone to join anything. Okay. So check it out. You've got a few cards here, Carol. The first one that you have is Major Arcana card number 15, the Devil. Okay, and you've seen this a couple of times. So yeah, the Devil is about those darker parts of ourselves, or maybe the unhealthy patterns that we have going on in our lives. And those are the things that I feel like he is cleaning up at this time. We both know this. I feel like this is, it's funny because the way that these lied, this one came first and then this one. So I have 1, 2, 3 cards for you here. So the Six of Cups, we know that this is the past coming back into your life in a really, in a romantic way. Okay. And then the next one to fall is the Six of Wands victory. And how crazy is this? Now, listen, this is card number 15. 1 and 5 adds up to 6. This is the Six of Cups. And this one is the Six of Wands. So you have 3 sixes here, which is an angel number. And there's 18 on this broadcast right now as I glance up on both platforms. That is an angel number, and 6 is a number of love. I know people go 666. Oh my gosh, that's not the case. That's not true. 666 is the number of love, self-love, unity in a harmonious way. I'm loving all of this for you, these angel numbers for you. I want you to pay attention to the angel numbers that you see and the internal urges that you feel and act on those. Okay, Carol? Now, I do feel like this is just letting you know that there are still some things that he is cleaning up on his end of the street. Okay. So that the two of you can come back together and then be happy in this way. All right. And here on the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups. So this is about listening to your inner knowing and your discernment. Okay. Because this person's trying to make an educated decision, but they can't see what in fact they're stepping into. Okay. And that's kind of like you, like not knowing how each day is going to unfold. Okay. You might have a predictable schedule, predictable routine. However, this is a call to spice things up a little bit, step outside of your comfort zone, make those plans that you can commit on. I feel that right now. I feel like those are plans that are solid. Spirit wants me to say that. Make those plans with good faith that you will see them through and you guys will be able to have that getaway together. Okay. So, but until, oh, look at this. Look, I didn't even see this. The Knight of Cups. That's romance, girl. Look at that. Picnic is laid out. His hat is in his hands. He's got roses. He's got a wild stallion here. That is a knight in shining armor. All of this screams victory. However, there is a process that needs to unfold. And by God, you want to make sure that this kind of stuff is not a part of the future. Okay, so let him clean up his stuff. And in the same note, darling, I feel like this is you as the mirror to that relationship, cleaning up your past stuff, i.e., forgiving yourself and others, forgiving shitty experiences that you had. You know what I mean? Outside of all of this, so you can just like put them to rest and really let them lay. Carol, Spirit is telling you to visualize yourself burying things. I'm serious. This whole forgiveness, like the experience is dead to me. I'm digging a hole. I'm putting that time of my life in there and I'm covering up with dirt. I'll even make it a little tombstone and stomp it down into the ground. You know, whatever this is. Spirit is really saying to do something juicy if you would rather write it and burn it. But I don't feel like you will. I feel like you would more likely to just toss some things into that old hole and bury them in your mind, put a little tombstone there, maybe a cross or something. Bless you, thank you, you're out of my life and I can move into healthier energy patterns. Why, yes, I am, Lynn. Carol, that's what I have for you, honey. Thank you for letting me read for you, darling. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you. Brenda Walker. Brenda, what's up? Got a question, Brenda? And thank you guys for tuning in. That's what I'm going to do. Let me go grab my other deck real quick. I love this deck. Love this deck. I'll tell you what. I did a random broadcast the other day, and I got a little bit heckled because I read from the book. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I just need to say that I usually say I'm going to read from the book because your past loved one knows what the book says. And sometimes the words jump out to you, you know? And so, and I don't read from the book unless I've already validated the link. Like I've given you evidences outside of any cards. You know who I'm with. We've talked about your loved one. You recognize the signs and the things that have been presented. And then I'll give you a card to punctuate their message to you. And that would be probably how I'll do it. And somebody heckled me the other day and said, real mediums don't read from books. And I'm like, damn, mediums don't know how to read or what? I believe it's a personal preference. Does that, I don't know, cancel me out? Am I a fake medium now because I read? That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. See, I told you I'm sassy today. Lord, please cleanse my energy. I'm connecting with Brenda Walker. Brenda, Tiffany says, you're such a beautiful soul. And then I come in here and go, how beautiful was that, Tiffany? Absolutely. And sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. And I believe I'm the reader up here doing it. So I have nothing but grace to say, you know, like, hey, if the message lands, let it land. How does it matter how we get it? Yeah, I don't mind. You know what? Spirit believes in me. And I'll tell you what, I believe with the evidences that have happened in my life, no one will tell me different. And I do this in the face of adversity. I do this in the face of lack of support from family or environment or any of this thing. I'm telling you what, when I came out the spiritual closet, my family thought I was crazy. They thought I was crazy or on drugs. And I was like, believe what you want, man. This is real for me. I'm not crazy. And I don't care if you believe this to be true or not. And I went out on my own like a pioneer and I carried my own torch. You know what I mean? And here I am. Page from the ground up, because sometimes you don't find that support in your local environment. Sometimes that support is found online. Thank you, God. I am grateful for the internet in a way that I never knew was possible because it has opened all of us up to new networks, new supportive people, new communities, like-minded individuals. Before we used to be so isolated, you know, to our communities, to our families, to our towns, to what everyone else thought was the normal thing, to the media, right? And now we can branch out and find out, oh, I'm not a crazy person. There's many people like this scattered all over the place. You guys are the best. I love you. Hell yeah. Coming out of the spiritual closet for real. Yep. My family thought I was nuts. And I was like, who cares? You guys never liked me anyway. You know, I don't care. I got God on my side, and that beats anything you guys could say or do or give, because the power of God and the love of God, when you have that connection for yourself, which I advocate, we all do, we all can, we all should. And when you have that in your heart of hearts, other things seem to pale in comparison. Lynn says, I'm a blabbermouth, and sometimes the conversation during the live resonates even more than the actual reading. Thank you, Lynn. I love you, girl. All right. Oh, man, Carol's got another winter storm coming. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. You know what I feel like? I honor Mr. James Van Prague as well. You know, he channeled the meanings in this book, as well as the past loved one selected the card. But even if it was just an oracle deck, hello, you've seen me read from the book because these creators made the deck. They know what they wanted that card to say. And I can intuitively interpret it as I see fit. But once in a while, Spirit says, read that book for the people. And I am a humble servant, and I will. So Brenda Walker, where are you, babe? I seem to have lost you. Oh, Lynn. What a sweetheart, Lynn. That is the kindest thing ever. Thank you for saying that. It's so kind. I appreciate you saying those kind words. Brenda Walker says, just about completed all my renovations. Feeling good. So what kind of a reading do you need then, sister? You let me know. Feeling good. I like to hear that, Brenda. I tell you guys, it's one thing here from a daily therapy. I love you, girl. You're awesome. It's one thing when like you guys hop in here and you're watching me and you're part of the tribe and part of the group and we have a connection here because I'm a regular real person just like you. I watch my replays. I remember your names. I engage with you and I recognize when you guys are absent, and I go, oh, where's that person? Where's my friend? Haven't seen their name for a while, so it really does matter to me. And one thing is when you guys are watching me, following me, engaging here, and then you lose someone like that touches my heart. Brenda, you're someone like that for me. Like you were watching me and then you lost your husband and that hurts my heart. But then I've seen you grow and heal and move through your grief process. And see that? Look, I'm not a crier, but girl, like it touches my heart to witness you guys, moving it through life and still connecting with me and plugging in with me in the page. And I get to witness not only the sorrows and be here to comfort you or to connect for you during those moments, but also to witness your successes and to cheer with you when you step into your joyous moments as well. So Brenda, I just want to say to you, you have helped me through it. And you, honey, you have helped me too. That's what I want to say. This is not a one-sided. It isn't Heidi just gives you a bunch of shit. You guys give me so much. And I thank you. It really warms my heart to be a part of your journey in this way. Thank you, Helen. Yeah, I'm going to ask you. Julie, that could be what it is. 47 is also my dad's birthday year, and you're seeing 47s all over the place. That could be the link. You're connecting it with dad, that he knows that you will. That's your hello from heaven. You know what I mean? So Brenda needs her daily therapy. Spirit, what do we have for Brenda? Whoop. It looks like that one. Brenda, what do you think? Let's see what they say. Just kidding. Gina told me when you make a reaction, we all pause, we all gasp. Oh, don't cry, honey. I love you. I am loving you right now, girl. There is no reason to cry. Those better be happy tears. I love my folks, and I hope you guys feel it. Brenda, you've got major arcana card number 12, the Hanged Man. Great card. The Hanged Man is just chilling. She's actually hanging from a zipper there. And that shows me like a little peek of a new scenery, a little bit of a new horizon there. But it's not fully exposed because it's not supposed to be just yet. You know what I mean? It's not time. However, she's relaxing while this is unfolding. And I feel like doop, 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 that zipper is just going to keep tugging. And by the time it's fully ready, she won't be hanging any longer. But this is about enjoying and embracing the relaxation that you have found yourself in. You said you've got most of the renovations done. You're feeling pretty good. Fuck yes, Brenda. Ride this wave, embrace this good feeling, and just be okay with that. Spirit says you don't have to jump on to the next big whatever. Okay, it's a good idea to maintain the status quo of peacefulness, of contentment, of satisfaction, of less stress. Okay, embrace this period. And embody this energy as often as possible. They're telling me you're looking for the next excitement, Brenda. Oh, but I want to go to this place and maybe I should meet this person. And oh, what about this, that, whatever. They're saying, oh, Brenda's always on to the next exciting thing. And they're saying, Brenda, sit in your own contentment. Sit in your own contentment for just a little while. And that tells the universe that you enjoy this, not that you're jumping out of it as quick as possible because it's uncomfortable for you. Do you get how the universe can receive that, in that way? If you're not willing to just embrace and enjoy the pause and the downtime, if you will, to really feel those renovations, like, this house is really nice now. I enjoy the way that it's put together and I'm going to sip my beverage and this and that. I've been looking to travel. All my life has been go, go, go. Thank you, Brenda, for the validations. And Spirit is saying, Can you just get a little tiny bit comfortable with a pause, with a lull for just a little bit? For just a little bit. It doesn't mean you're losing momentum. I feel like that excitement, that excitement. So, how can she find that excitement if she's supposed to just chill? Hmm? That's a lot of cards. We'll see what they say. Natalie, I'm going to get you a card as well. But look, if you got to stick around, I got a list. Cousin passed on Friday. I'm so sorry for your loss, Natalie. And I will add you to my prayer list as well, honey. Hello, Stephanie Handlin. Lindsay's, good to see you. Everyone just jumping in here. I know I'm late tonight, right? Super late. So, Brenda, I said, how's Brenda supposed to get her excitement, right? If she's just stuck in the homestead here. Interesting. So you've got major arcana card number 8, the strength. But I do see how she's like hand feeding this lion, and I kind of feel like do you have animals? It sure is different not working. I started working at 13 full time and now I'm 60. And thank you, God. Retirement is a real, true option for you, right, Brenda? And I remember you were asking about jumping into that other thing that was tossed your way. And Spirit was like, whoa, girl, pump the brakes. That hanged man almost came out. You know what I'm saying? I remember this. And Spirit is still saying that, it's time to kind of hole up and tuck in and be that mama bear to yourself, to any pets that you might have. Okay, because I do see the pets in this card. I know this is a strength card, but you're already there, like strength in the homestead. This is where I live at this moment, just at this moment, because I know you want to travel. You have a dog, you love animals. Thank you. I feel like this is a call to really buddy up with your dog at this time. Like it's like a little buddy, a little best friend, a little, special pet. That's what I feel. And I'm sure you feel that too. So really taking special pet under your wing and talking to special pet and all these things, Brenda, really makes a difference. That is going to light you up, deepen that bond, right? Because animals and people have strong bonds, intimate bonds, soulmate connections. Hello. And you can learn a lot from your pets. And they can really be there in a lot of ways for you. I hand feed him and he is big. Wow. So that's like you and your dog right there. That's Brenda hand feeding her dog. That really brings her joy, right? Thank you, God. So this is how you're going to find your excitement, by embracing this, honey, not just flying through it until you get to the next thing, which may be more exciting, but being in this moment. Come here, puppy. Let me fluff your fur. Let me smell you. Ooh, maybe you need a bath, whatever this is, really being in that moment, because he is. He is, and I'm not saying you're not, but really embracing the moment and immersing yourself, looking through your eyes, listening through your ears, being very present. It has a different effect on the quality of your day. Major Arcana card number 11, the Justice. Also, I kind of feel that, Brenda, this is a call to watch things on TV that you like, maybe like Law and Order, Judge Judy, True Crime, this kind of thing, whatever these things are. Justice card. I do feel like this is some kind of TV program that might stimulate your mind a little bit, that can give you that little bit of excitement. Do you understand? Listen, because instead of jumping on the next big traveling plan, you're chilling at your house, boosting your vibe. True crime. Thank you, Brenda. How could I possibly know this? That's your excitement. It raises your vibe, and then you kind of fizzle back out. Okay. And they're suggesting not necessarily the ones that are left open-ended. And if they are left open-ended, then you need to do your part, girl, to sit in a prayer over that. Okay. Lift it up in prayer. Ask Spirit to heal whatever happened. Okay. And not leave yourself on a really low note in this kind of a respect. Okay. But they're saying like the ones that what is this, Criminal Minds and CSI and these kind of ones where it's predictable. It starts, there's like a peak. Oh, what's this suspense, this thriller? This is the guy, hey, watch Scooby-Doo, Brenda. I don't know. I'm just saying they unmask the villain and then you fizzle back out and it's resolved. That's what they're saying. Make sure that you're watching TV shows that are resolved, that find resolution. Because Brenda, what they're saying is when you watch the ones, I go to sleep to that shit. Thank you. Spirit is speaking to you right now. How would I know anything like this? Why would we be in this direction at all? Okay. Leaving these kinds of things open-ended and floating in your system can create an energetic debris. Okay. And in fact, right here, it's Seven of Wands, but he's upside down. You see this? It's kind of creating a guarded energetic field. It's keeping you a little bit guarded and tense because you're immersed in that. So Spirit says, pick a different show to go to sleep to. And when you're watching the true crime, it's great because you're getting emotional highs and lows there, but there's also closure around the episode has ended. I know what happened and I don't have to carry this on my heart forever. Okay. So making sure that you're sleeping to something different as well, Brenda. Nature Channel, Ancient Aliens, I don't care, but true crime is not the healthiest of energy patterns to sleep immersed in. Even if you're sleeping, you still are hearing and absorbing that, and your body's receiving some of that energy while you're resting. So most definitely choose something else. If not, some kind of meditative binaural beats, background music, ocean waves, this kind of thing could be a little more healthy than that. And I'm not putting you down in the least, sister. If that's how you sleep and you sleep best that way, you know, and maybe that's what you need, you're a grown person. I'm not your mom or your boss. But Spirit just wanted me to say that, you know, your body is receiving that, absorbing that, immersed in that while your conscious mind is sleeping. I bet your dreams are like crime crazy. You know what I mean? You have battles and you're showing up to court and you're chasing people and whatever else this could be. I don't know, Brenda. So check it out. The next one you have is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So this is about one person who has their money together and is okay standing on their own 2 feet in a financial way and living their life. And look at her. She's kind of a weirdo. And heck yes, for her, she can be because she pays her own fucking bills and she don't care what nobody has to say about her hat or her bird or any other thing. Okay. So this is you, Brenda, your empowered self being able to live your life to the fullest, whatever that might be. And nobody can tell you what that is but you. Six of Wands. I love the hummingbird on this card. Oh, hummingbirds speak to me of past loved ones, Brenda. Hellos from heaven. But I do want to say this card also speaks of victory, achievement, recognition, being valued and seen for the contribution that you have made to the family, to the world, to the your life as a whole. Okay, so I do want to say that it's all in your hands now. And the only one who can say if you were successful is you, because at the end of the day, you're living in your body. And you know if you feel okay with everything that's happened or going on or what. Okay, you know if you fell short. You know if you could have done better. And Spirit is saying that you're doing pretty darn well. So don't give a shit what people think anymore. You know that can happen when we lose someone who is so precious to us, right? We can kind of go through a whole fuck it's like, you know what? I don't give a shit what anybody thinks, you know? And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it takes a very challenging circumstance to force us to stand on our own 2 feet and be on our own side no matter what. Because human beings have the potential to be susceptible to coercion, persuasion, submitting to the willpower of others, the opinion of others, the feelings of others. And sometimes it really takes a great big shock to push us in our own corner and help us to realize that maybe we don't need to depend so greatly on how others view us, what they have to say, what they think, this kind of thing. We realize that we all only have our own one life to live, right? Yes, we incarnate many, many times, of course, but in this life, you just have this one right now. That's it. This is your shot. And you're living the one that you're living in your body. Your sister, she's living her own. Your partner, your friend, your children, they're all living their own. and you got to live yours to the best of your potential. And you are the one who knows what your potential is. Too often we listen to friends or family who say, you should do this, you should do that. I used to be that impressionable person before my spiritual journey. Oh my goodness. Before my spiritual journey, I was raised with no awareness of boundaries. Okay. I was a child who was seen and not heard and that kind of thing. Although I was a problem child because it seemed like, that was the way I was able to receive some kind of attention. I don't know. However, I want to say that when you are raised in a certain way, not to have boundaries and whatnot, then you grow up believing that as such. Okay. What am I saying to you, Brenda? They had me on a thread here and I've lost it. I have helped everyone in my immediate family. They're all grateful and love me. I'm good. Absolutely. Absolutely, Brenda. I'm not saying you're telling people to screw off, but you're not asking for permission, right? That's what I'm saying. And see, that's the thing that I'm saying about not having boundaries. When you are, raised or conditioned in a certain way, to factor in other people's boundaries before your own. Okay, other people's feelings before mine. Other people's feelings matter more. I'm tough, I'm strong. I don't need it, but I'll make sure they have it, whatever this is. And spirit is saying that it's a challenge to shift from one to the next when you realize that you're your own person with your own free will, and that everyone else has their own free will as well, right? And sometimes our free will does not blend or mesh with one another. Now, Brenda, running things by people, that's what I'm saying. You're empowered enough that you don't have to bounce ideas off this person, that person, to make sure that you're moving in the right direction. So often, like I'm saying, without the boundaries, passing yourself for down the line. For me personally, I didn't know which direction my life should be going. So I listened to my family, who always told me what to do, where to go, this, that, which job to apply for, and how to dress on that day, and all these things. And it moved me into a beautiful, a nice life, a life that was, typical, the 9 to 5 and the house and the family and the toys and this and that. But I was not happy. Guys. And eventually all of that fell apart anyway. Okay. But it took a long time. And it was because I wasn't in alignment with my own will, with my own intentions. I was asking other people and accepting their guidance and suggestions and moving forward with my actions that were in alignment with what other people thought that I should do with my life. And so often we do this, we do this, and then something happens and we realize I am the master of my life now. I have always been. I deferred my power to others and didn't even know it, right? But now we know. Now we know. Thank you, Natalie. Appreciate you, darling. Now we know that we are the empowered adult and we get to choose ourselves. And I have to say something here as well. And this isn't necessarily for you, Brenda. I had a very strict upbringing and poor, not the best childhood, always pleasing. Yes, yes, it was your job not to make waves, right? I can't make waves. I better be nice. I smile, and who cares what happens or goes on? I better, be grateful that there's food on the table, etc. Right? There are different things. And then as we grow up and become our own people and realize, like, wait a minute, I get to make my own decisions and I don't have to tolerate when people treat me this way, that way, whatever. And if you suggest something to me and I disagree, I don't have to listen. Oh, wow. Wow, right? You can get to this place of empowerment. And then that person who you used to always go to, and defer to, you're still in the same old pattern of, I got to give them a call. Guess what? Listen, I have this new idea and I was thinking about this, that, the other thing. And you go to run it by them and they go, oh God, what a dumb idea. That's just ridiculous. You could never. And you're like, oh, huh. You have this confliction now, right? I used to always listen to you, but now you're saying this is stupid, right? You're saying this is stupid. It's something I believe in. And you have this choice to follow your own yearning, your own calling, even if that co-signer does not believe in it. Okay. And there's a choice there. Now, when you decide, you know what? Oh yeah, thank you. We're moving along in conversation, whatever. You decide to act on that. You know what? In my heart of hearts, I want to do it anyway. I don't care what so-and-so thinks. I don't care. And you do it. And then so-and-so comes back and goes, why did you do that? I can't believe you didn't listen to me. You're such a horrible bitch. I told you, blah, 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 and you didn't listen, and I can't believe it, this or that, the other thing. So people do not like it when you begin to assert your healthy boundaries, make your own choices, be your own person, liberate yourself. So be ready to feel liberated and potentially alienated. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm talking to somebody here, and I want to tell you that could potentially cause you to retract, to backpedal, to compromise your boundaries yet again, okay, for the sake of that connection. Oh my God. I'll never do anything that I don't run by you and you don't approve of, man. Oh, I shouldn't have done it. You're right. It was stupid. It was stupid. I shouldn't have, right? It's your job to be your authentic self. That's the best you can do, man. And people love you or they don't. They take you or they don't. And if they don't, there are others who are in resonance with your amazing, bomb ass, authentic frequency. But you will not find it if you are entertaining these relationships that are not accepting to you and you are attempting to people please to get that approval, that validation. And it keeps bothering you and it keeps hurting you because you're not receiving it from the outer environment and you desperately want it from them and you're not getting it. And it's going to keep hurting because those aren't the right people. They're not in resonance with your beautiful frequency. That's why it's painful to you. I'm sorry. I'm speaking to somebody here. It's not necessarily Brenda. Somebody's feeling this. And I need to say that it's going to continue to be painful in those connections where they're not accepting of you as you are, because there are other connections outside and away from all of this that can be, that will be. Okay. But it's about you choosing you, being authentic, standing on your own 2 feet, even if you're alone for just a little touch of a while. And then those other individuals, that connection that you crave will be lined up into your life. Okay. I had to say that, you guys. The pressure to cave is huge at times when we go, oh no, I cut off my only friends. I cut off my only family, but what if I need something? Or what if I'm sad? Now I want to smoke and I always used to smoke with them. Spirit says smoke alone, smoke with spirit. All right. You don't have to cave to go back to the same old dysfunction and toxicity. That is the invitation to step back into that same old familiar yet uncomfortable pattern. I know that it's uncomfortable to be away from the pattern as well, but you will flow into a new pattern that's much more comfortable to you in the long run. Challenging scenario. Brenda Walker, I'm still with you, babe. I got a quick card from your husband. I hope that's okay. I'm so glad you guys are feeling this because sometimes spirit grabs me and I just start speaking and then I feel like it doesn't make any sense, like I'm talking in parables. Because like my consciousness is like here somewhere. So I'm so glad that it makes sense to you guys. I'm sending love. Brenda, the card is, I am so much better now. I know you worry about me and wonder how much I suffered in my life and in my passing. Both you and I would feel so much better though if you would focus on the present. I promise you that I feel 1,000,000% better now that I'm here. Your love for me is a true miracle, especially after all that we went through together. I value and honor your love more than you will ever know. Now that I'm out of my physical body, there is no more pain or suffering. I am free. My mind is also healthy as I no longer have to worry about any of the stressful parts of Earth life. Truly, the only thing that would make me happier is for you to be happy. And as much as you pray for me, I pray for your happiness too. I love you. And that's funny. He said, now that I'm out of my physical body, there is no more pain or suffering. I am free. I see him jump and click his heels. He jumps and clicks his heels. I can't do it because I'm sitting here, but I see that there. And then he says, yeah, truly the only thing that would make me happier is for you to be happy. He knows that you're happy, but you're not there yet. I understand that you're feeling a lot better, but he's like, oh, she has no idea how good it's really going to get for her. That's my gal. He wants to like grab you and you just kiss your face like this. That's my gal right there. And her life is going to be outstanding, amazing. Because I'm looking out for her, of course. What a modest gentleman, okay? He is just the sweetest, Brenda. And I'm going to leave all of his love with you, darling. Thank you so much for letting me connect for you. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect here. Hi, Amanda. Good to see you, sweetie. I appreciate you jumping into the Hummingbird Club earlier. That's fantastic. I do appreciate that. Yeah, he is definitely a bit of a smart aleck. Yeah. Tracy Schuff. Tracy, are you here, love? You're welcome, Brenda. Sending love to you. Oh, I see you there. Helen, let me put you down, love. Thank you for the donation. I've got a bit of a list going here. Oh, do you want the truth or a pretty lie? Amanda McAllister. I'll be honest, today's been kind of a shitty day and I'm a little bit sassy tonight, but we're going to have a great time. I can't tell a lie. I'll just tell you the truth. Tracy, have you left me? Tracy Schuff, newly and happily divorced. Thank you, God, and amen to that, girl. I'm happy for you. You wanted a bit of a message, but I don't see you here. Well, if I don't see Tracy, I'm going to skip to Rose. Rose, what's up? Tina, you are after Rose, you darling. And if you lose signal, I'll go ahead and do your reading anyways. Right? Sending love to you. You know what? I'm telling you, I'm a real person just like anyone else. And I was like, you know what? Sometimes I love watching other readers. I do, because this is what I do and it's my passion and I'm a believer and we're all different, but Spirit works with us all in whatever ways work for us. So I love watching other readers. And I tell you, once in a while, I'll catch one of my favorites or something, and I'll be like, oh, you're in a mood. And I might not quite watch them, because I'm like, ooh. And I thought to myself before this broadcast, I thought, man, if I go in there with a shitty mood, everyone's going to be like, fuck this bitch. I don't need her to bring me down tonight, and I thought, well, I can go in here with, just come on, guys, we're doing readings, and not say anything about me. But I'm like, see how much pressure we can put on ourselves? I'm crazy, right? There is no pressure. Rose is here. I'm here, girl. I'm just out of a relationship, but had enough. Well, good for you for being strong and brave and getting yourself out of a relationship that you have had enough of. Okay? Good for you. That's tough. And you know what? Tracy Schuff also just got out of a relationship. I'll just say that. She's not here, but I feel like the two of you may have a similar message. I try to, I have to be myself, because anything that's not authentic is not sustainable. So I have to be myself. Of course, I want to be the best version of myself. And sometimes the best version of myself that you guys get is a little better than other times. I'll just say that. But life happens to all of us. And it's about doing our best in any moment. And yes, Gypsy, thank you. So happy you decided to show up for us. Me too. I'm glad I decided to show up, because you know what? It beats anything else I could be doing. Real stuff. I enjoy sitting in the energy of spirit with you guys. Rose, I got you some cards here. So check it out. Ooh, all right. Out on a limb. I really want to say to you, I feel like I'm speaking to Rose and Tracy Schuff. So I will tag Tracy Schuff on the replay. Rose Lecky, I'm speaking to you. And anyone else who may have just gone out of a relationship or made some kind of big change like this, because that's kind of what I'm talking to here. Out on a limb is the card. And thank you guys for the stars. I do receive 1 penny per star and they all add up, and it does matter to the quality of my life. So thank you guys so much for that. Rose, out on a limb. You may feel like a lonely little bird sitting out on a limb for something that you alone believe in. You may feel foolish or question your decisions, especially if others don't support you. They don't have to support your decisions as long as you do. A bird will land on the most precarious of limbs during a windstorm. He knows if the limb were to break, he would simply flap his wings and fly away. He will not fall. You are not alone on the limb, waiting in vain. If the limb were to break, your angels are nearby. Spirit supports you. Continue to have faith. Rose, also, you have a past pet in your auric field. You have a past dog who wants to just jump right in and say, I'm with you. I'm definitely with you out on this limb. That's hilarious. Now, the other card that you have here is a black sheep. I do want to say that the black sheep is, kind of the outcast, kind of the outsider, but maybe the misfit. Okay. And when somebody wants to say, look at you, you're different, you're weird, that's because they don't want everybody saying that about them. Okay. So I do want to say to you, Rose, that you may be the outcast or the black sheep and out on this limb all by yourself. Okay. But thank you, God, because that beats some kind of negative dysfunction, toxic energy that you have dealt with in the past, right? So I do say to you, embrace this black sheep status because your authenticity and your uniqueness is your strength. Now, the last card that you have here is invisible. Do not get comfortable feeling invisible. If you are shy, get ready for a steady increase in positive attention. Spirit is letting you know that it is time to come out of your shell. You know who you are, and it is safe to let that show. Some lovely souls may feel insignificant, unseen, undervalued, or unappreciated. The divine sees you and wants to remind you that your circumstances will shift and change as you remain true to yourself. Wow, just like these cards say here, I love this. Those who can truly appreciate your resonant frequency will be aligned with your path. It is okay to be seen. Rose and Tracy and anyone else. I love that. And this is funny. Look, I got these from my own real life Oracle deck and I stopped shuffling. Rose, you say he ghosted me after a 3.5-year relationship. Honey, look at this. I'm sorry. Cheater is the card here. Thank you, God, that you are no longer in a relationship with a selfish individual. Okay, because this is literally lying, cheating, stealing. All right, someone who is selfish, has their own agenda, wants to get their needs met. Okay, and you met the needs for about 3.5 years until something else came along that sounded a little bit better. I'm sorry, I don't want to say that, Rose, because I'm sure that tears your heart to bits. But thank you, God, that a jackass like that could move it fucking along and go break someone else's heart so that you could heal and grow and be empowered and move into your badass energy. All right, and step into the future that you deserve and you desire without that bullshit. I know gut instinct tells me he cheated. Honey, these cards tell me he cheated, and I have got chills right now. I wouldn't give you bullshit. I don't want to have to say this. So I'm glad that your instincts already know. I shouldn't be surprising you. This should be something that you already know in your heart. So Rose, thank you, God, to cut that dead weight out of your fucking life so that you can move in to the heights that spirit really has for you. And that would have been an anchor that just kept you down. And now you can really soar. Good for you. And that message is for Tracy Schuff too. I'll just say that. He dumped you by email. What a charmer. Has he got a brother? Just kidding. I'm kind of an asshole sometimes. Today might be one of those days. Sorry, guys. Okay, Tina, you sweetheart, sweet Tina. She needs a message. Her son just got in a car accident. Oh my goodness, Tina. Let me make sure I'm all disconnected from anything else. Disconnected. Tina. Okay. All right, Spirit, not these ones. All right. So well, here's a card for you. All right, Tina, first and foremost, I need to say that you have past loved ones who are supporting and standing by and involved in this, and not because anything is, fatal. I just want to say that it's just something has happened, healing is needed, we are attending because emotions are heightened and we love you guys. Okay, so I do want to say I feel masculine energies like dad, grandpa, that kind of feeling. It could also be I'm predominantly masculine energies is what I feel coming in to support your son and you during this time. Okay. But that doesn't mean there aren't females as well. But them boys are really stepping up in spirit to lend some strength to him. And for you, this is the card for you, Temperance, number 14, the Temperance. Okay. And this is about, just being calm. All right. And kind of towing that line of being balanced and stable. And Tina, recognizing that you, as the spiritual practitioner and the intuitive individual that you are, and your empathic nature, okay, you have the ability to transmute and even heal some of the energy patterns that are going on, especially because you and your son share such a strong bond here with this forever love card. Wow. And this best friend, very strong bond, soulmate connection that you have with your son. So I want to say to you, Tina, you may feel his physical ailments in your body when you get near him or even away from him. Okay. Because that love bond is so strong. That connection is so strong. So make sure that you are cleansing your energy as well and not carrying it with you. If you are wanting to step in and you're actually feeling any of this pain, open your crown chakra. I know you know how to do that. Let divine white light come in and kind of soothe and dissolve the pain that you are feeling in your physical body, but then let it kind of meet at your heart, come through your shoulders, through your arms, through your hands, like lightsabers. Point some of that light at your son and just radiate that energy. You don't have to say it. That's funny. You see how his hands are like that? You could just sit with your hands on the armrests of the hospital chair, girl, and let that circuit run while you let that divine white light come and flow through you to him. Okay. And it's like a boomerang that comes around in a circuit. Okay. And then allow that to ground down into the earth as well. And then when you disconnect from that, because I feel like you want to and you will, and these are actionable steps that you can take to encourage his physical healing as he moves through this, because mamas don't ever want to see their kids in pain, right? So allowing that circuit to run and then closing the circuit, girl, taking those hands, putting them at your chest here and saying, thank you, spirit, and disconnecting, go wash your hands and then flush your own field with divine white light. See it going through you and into the earth, illuminating your grounding cords, and allow it to flush for a minute. Okay. Because as much as you care deeply about him and you want to assist, but you may not necessarily be a trained energy healing practitioner. Maybe you are. If you are, go for it. But if you're not, you could have some lingering residual effects on your body from his pain. Okay. That's why I tell you, make sure to flush afterwards, disconnect, wash your hands, flush afterwards. Call in the angels. Yes, Gina. I knew I keep her around for a reason, folks, don't I? The angels are ready to assist us anytime. And there's an angel on this card. Okay. And as a person, you can call them in, but they will not intervene. You have to ask them. You have to say, angels, please come in and help my son. Angel, come in and soothe my heart. Angel, whomever. You can call on Archangel Raphael if you would like to. He is the angel who is the angel of physical, emotional, and mental healing. Or you can call just any old angel. They're all powerful big guns of spirit. So you can call any of them to step in with you and assist you with that process, honey. As you wait and see things unfold, there is a process, timing that needs to... oh boy, let me tell you this, girl. These two cards just fell on the floor for you. All right. I said there's a timing that needs to unfold. Physical healing takes time. You know, I'm sore, I'm achy, this, that. Now, I was saying that the bond that you have is very strong. And I'm sure that you feel this, but your son is like, your son. Okay. So he's like, mom, stop. I'm a grown man. You're too much. Right. So if you feel any of that, I just want to say these two cards fell for you. Major Arcana card number 3, the Empress. He is your baby, but he's not a baby. So if you attempt to baby him, mother him, come stay with me, I'll take care of you. 8 of Wands. This is an argument. Personality clashes. Back off. I'm fine. I've got this. I don't need you mothering me. I don't need you bringing me everything. Just calm down, because he's feeling already a touch emasculated by the whole incident there. And I feel like he might, give a little bit of that to mama if you are too in his face now and while he's mending. Okay. No offense. I don't want to say this, but Spirit just wanted me to bring that to your attention so it doesn't hurt your heart if you get some of those sparks from him. Okay. It doesn't have to do with you. It has to do with him emotionally recovering from the accident that he just had. Tina. And thank you guys. You're the best. I appreciate you. Gina, I keep you around for so much more than that. I'll tell you what, I would not be on this broadcast if it wasn't for Gina. I would not. I would have quit and walked away so many times if she didn't say, listen up, girl, calm down. Keep your head level. This too shall pass. Everything's will be okay, right? I'll tell you, Gina is a blessing. Gina, do you want a message? I'm cutting the line for you, Gina. You want a message? You don't ever ask me for shit. And I would love to give you a message if you have a message request. Oh, thank you, Tina. I appreciate the feedback here. You are so spot on. I pulled over to listen to you. I feel an ancestral block around money that's distracting him. I don't disagree with you, girl. Run that energy and ask Spirit to step in and clear any blocks that he might have as well. And in fact, while you're running that energy, kind of tune into your inner world, activate that third eye, and see if you can witness any patterns that might be apparent on his aura. And maybe you can engage in that way. Beautiful. Absolutely. So after Gina, I still have a list. I've got Lynn Palmer, Rhonda Kay, Natalie, and Helen. And let me make sure I'm all disconnected. Yeah, I tell you what, Gina has talked me off several ledges. Because life is real, And I appreciate you, girl. You've been with me since day one. Gina was on my very first broadcast ever. Ever. She has watched me grow and vice versa. And I appreciate her. You're welcome, Tina. Yes, activate those bad boys. Call in Spirit. Make some stuff happen. Okay, so Gina, whatever Spirit has for you. Okay. I'm going to get these ones here in my hands. Gina, connecting in with your beautiful energy, my sweetheart. Gina, you've got Major Arcana card number 8, the Moon. 18, I'm sorry. Why did I say 8? Ooh, okay. So the card is 18, but the number of 8 is the number of manifestation. Okay, so listen, the Moon. All right, so I did say number 8 is the number of manifestation, but the Moon is about the past. Kind of taking a look at the past being illuminated in some way, rehashing it, maybe even repeating itself. Okay, so the fact that I said number 8, manifestation, oops, no, it's 18. That means something. Okay, everything happens for a reason when I'm sitting in the energy of Spirit, and I believe that with my whole heart. So this is your embrace card. However, I feel like embracing healthy patterns of the past that work for you, and releasing patterns of the past that you know are like kicking a dead horse. You know what I mean? We know what these things are, and it is a victory to be celebrated every time you close the door on a pattern from the past. Okay, even if they're rearing their heads again. Now, I need to say to you that, Gina, Spirit is bringing me the information that you might have these things coming to mind or even coming to you in your outer environment. And it's because it's illuminated for a reason, girl. It's not for nothing. I feel like, hell yes, I know what you mean. Thank you. I feel like the door opens from the past, either in here or out here, right? And you're like, you just like close it, like just close the door, just go, but it's still there, right? It's still there. And Spirit is saying to kind of to look with fresh eyes so that you can have deeper clarity, okay? Because there is something else that you can just pluck from this experience to integrate the lesson and the blessings more deeply so that you don't throw yourself back into another repeated cycle, okay? Because you're bigger than that and you're better than that. So, what to release? Tower, girl. This is, oh boy. Number 16, the tower is about destruction, catastrophe. Okay, so I feel like this release is that catastrophic mindset, waiting for something to go wrong. Okay, Spirit is saying that just because shit went down in the past doesn't mean it's going to go down in the future. Okay, you recognize this. That's why you've let go of a lot of past stuff. Okay, but I feel this panic about the future. There's some kind of fret around this, and Spirit is saying, calm your nerves, sweet child. Wow. Let us heal you during those times. Place your hands over your glass of water and channel peaceful energy into it, and then drink and absorb it and let it settle into your body. Feel it activating new connections and pathways in your brain so that you may rid yourself of these mind patterns. It's not your fault. These are patterns inscribed in your soul from a past life in which you lived on a Viking ship. The life was almost unbearable, and the end was not well for you either. Have a good cry for your past self, your past life self that suffered many tragedies and catastrophes, and release that. You don't need it any longer. There are no more catastrophes of that magnitude in the projected future of your life path in this lifetime. I see your spirit guides in your field, Gina, and they're working on your energy right now. It's almost like this is kind of crazy. It's like I can see your chakra column here, and there's like locks in all of your chakras, and they have all the keys, like the master keys, and they're unlocking them right now and shaking some of these patterns around. Now, listen, make sure that you program that water and drink it and absorb that. Anytime that you feel these heightened, emotionally charged moments that seem to have no, it doesn't matter if it has a cause or not, they say to do it anyways. Especially in the times that don't, but even in the times that do, it will help you. Wow. It's not your fault. That's crazy. I love you, Gina. Goodness, you poor thing. You're a woman. I'll just say that. You were a woman on that Viking ship with a whole bunch of men Vikings. You were like a barmaiden or something like this, like passed around. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. I just need to share with you, like, it was always catastrophe on that ship, fights and rapes and things like this going on, and you survived a horrific existence there. And it, like the guide said, it did not end well for you either. It was a blessing to pass away in that lifetime. However, that imprint, that soul shaking imprint, you feel it sometimes. And all those locks and all those keys, they're helping to release this. They showed me your brain, Gina. That's amazing that the pathways are going to be opened up or connected. Like I see healing in your brain around all of that mental health and the physiological side of your well-being there. Now, I'm not a doctor of anything at all, but that is what I give you from spirit. Gina, I love you. Thank you for letting me read for you. I'm going to disconnect. I hope that was all right. Oh, you heart, you, my heart, my heart, my heart, you sweetheart. Yeah, you are. Beautiful life. No, absolutely not. Natalie says, when we reincarnate, do we come back looking the same? Well, not necessarily. Okay, I can say that sometimes, yeah, I've seen accounts or whatnot where people seem to look like past relatives that they feel they reincarnated from or otherwise. I don't say that we cannot, but because this dimension and this universe is so diverse, we don't have to. We don't have to look like the same person that we were in the last life. In fact, we can be a whole different gender. We can be a whole different species. We don't have to even be a human being person. People can come back as animals or even as trees, if you will, butterflies if they want to, extraterrestrials on different planets. Yes, ma'am. We have all of that and so much more in the total package of incarnation. Sign up at the door. I'm here, Heidi. May I see what the next 6 months has in store for me? I left my 34-year marriage end of last year too. Well, Lynn, good for you, sweetie. I love your empowerment. That is a giant shift and change. I'm going to grab you some cards here. Oh, I love you guys. I'll watch the comments on the replay. You better believe it. Oh, hold on. I dropped my card way over there, and I'm like short. Okay. I'm going to get you one more from this one. Woo! Or two. Next 6 months, you say. So the first card for you, Lynn, is potential. Love this. This is an excellent card. Things may not be quite put together yet. It might be early still. Spirit brings you a message of good news with unlimited potential. The yellow in this card speaks to the necessity of staying in alignment with your own authenticity as this entire process unfolds. If something doesn't flow quite right, make small adjustments to improve upon the process. Communicate clearly, be clever and resourceful, plan and strategize. Growth and progress are your friends. Success is around the corner. The more focus your energy, the quicker your manifestations. Love this. I absolutely love this for you. Now, you do have a few cards here in succession. Now, this first one is the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is about walking away from things that aren't serving you in your life any longer. And you did take that big giant step away from that marriage that was no longer serving you. However, this indicates that you may still be making a few more of those decisions in the future, not necessarily of that magnitude, okay, or on that grand of a scale, but just deciding what to, kind of tailor out of your life, your schedule, and your day. Did that and had to. Heck yes, girl. This is an empowering move. Okay. So you've done that. There you are. I love the potential. This is just an excellent card all the way up from here. And you get to decide how to build and where to go. Now you've got the Knight of Wands also. So this Knight of Wands, check him out. He is jumping through this flaming hoop. Okay, not because someone has told him, hey man, get over there, light that hoop on fire, or get on that horse and go do that. No, he's trained because he wants to do this. Okay, so this Knight of Wands is about the actions that you want to do, the things that you enjoy, and where, like this card says, where you're placing your focus, that's what's going to grow in your life. So if you start focusing on all the trash that's piling up and all the problems that you have in your life and all of your neighbors that grabbing the blame, then that is what you're going to see more of. That is what you're going to be tuned into the frequency of. So Spirit is saying now, Lynn, you've cut away some stuff, but left a major hole in your life. You've got to fill that hole with things that are constructive of your time, your effort, and your energy. Okay? And you're the one who knows what those things are. Trying to move in a positive direction. Well, heck yes, then, girl, that is fantastic. And even when you take several steps and then kind of pause, you haven't lost any momentum. Spirit really wants to say you're not taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back, or 1 step forward and 2 steps back, something like this. It's not like that, even though you might feel like it is. Like, why did I leave that for this? It may not be what you want it to be just yet, but it sure has potential, girl. And it is going to go to the places that wherever you take it. So this is a call to invest in yourself and your time. So how do you want to spend your time? Do you want to take a dancing class? Would you like to take an art class, a painting class? Do you want to learn to play the tuba or speak Spanish? Do you prefer to binge watch your favorite TV shows on Netflix? Do you like a book series? Okay, this is a call for Lynn to figure out how Lynn likes to fill her time in a healthy and constructive way, because there are more sides of life than just what you've experienced. I'm trying not to wallow in self-pity. Thank you, God, Lynn. You can only do your best, right? We can only do our best. So no one can say, hey, Lynn, go do this. It's a quick fix and you'll feel a lot better. All right. Lynn has to feel that draw. It's a choice. If you're feeling like, these are the feelings that are in your heart right now for a reason. Okay. And when they come into your awareness, it's not without validation. There is, shut up, feelings. I have no reason to feel sorry for myself. Well, maybe you do. Let's talk about this right now. Maybe you do. Lynn, you invested 34 years of your life or better into a relationship that you felt was going to last and become something that it did not. That is powerful, girl. That is moving. And it is worthy of feeling a little bit of self-pity about. Okay? And understandable that you feel like you've missed out on things or you wasted time. However, Spirit wants me to say that there are no wasted experiences. There are no wasted moments, that everything that you went through was valuable to not only your life path and who you are today, but also to the divine who experiences your life with you and takes notes. And I want to say to you that Spirit understands the challenges that you've been through. Even the things that you feel like you've gone through alone, even if you feel like no one could ever possibly understand your side of things, how bad it really was, how you really felt. Spirit knows. Spirit witnessed all this with tears in the eyes and an ache in the heart, because Lynn stayed for so long, because Lynn believed in love. Lynn believed in the power of change. Lynn believed that just maybe one day things would get better. And you learned a lot. And you know what else? Spirit is saying this. Spirit learned that even with all of that horrible stuff that you went through, that your soul still has the capacity to love unadulterated, that you still have a beautiful glow about you and something special to offer the world. All of that stuff didn't ruin you, girl. It made you who you are today. And who you are today is beautiful. So please have compassion for yourself and your experiences. See your experiences the way that God sees them, the way that God sees you as a child, floundering around, hurt by the world, trying to mend and walk on the path of light. And that is what you're doing, and that is all you can do. And amen to that, girl. Now, I'm not done with you. Yeah, you still have more cards. So I feel like you might be moving. So much love to you, honey. I want to say, Lynn, there are people, both men and women, who tune into my page regularly, who are still in scenarios just like that. And they don't know that they can get out. They feel like they've invested too much time already. And how could I give up now? I want to cry right now, and I'm not a crier, but Lynn, you are living proof to everyone who witnesses this of how strong any one of us can be to remove ourselves from a scenario that's just not right for us. Lynn did it. Lynn did it after 34 years. Honey, you are a living testimony of self-empowerment. And you're still healing. No one expects you to just perk up overnight. Your life was woven together. It took time. And now that it's been dismantled from that same old familiar pattern and lifestyle, it's going to take some time to create something new for yourself. Thank you for being here. So listen, you're saying this. I say, I hope I find a new love for love, to love me for who I am in time. In time is your key word there, Lynn. In time, hell yes, Spirit has that for you. But listen, as it's about boosting your vibration. We're manifesting in every moment, okay? And your energetic vibration is sending a frequency, a signal out to the universe with the law of attraction that brings stuff into you to experience that is at the resonant frequency that you are on, okay? So when we're down in the dumps and gloomy doomy, that is what we find in our outer environment, okay? Notice whether you intend to or not, you're listening to sad music, okay? We're down in the dumps, we're listening to sad music, we're watching, crummy movies or whatnot. We're not all up in the high vibe spirits when we're down in the dumps, right? This is what I'm talking about here. So it's important to recognize that when you're recovering from a breakup, when you're recovering from a traumatic situation or any such thing like this, guys, your vibration needs time to recover. You need time to cleanse your energy, to anchor in your own authentic frequency without all that distorted bullshit that's been pushing in on you for so long. Okay, so I'm not just saying like a week, so often we jump from one relationship. Oh, I'm single now. And then, oh, look, here's another one. Oh, you must be perfect. And I'm going to jump right into that because it's been a few weeks or a few months or however long. But have you healed? Because you're still running the same frequency. Although this new option might be the ticket of your dreams that has all the same bullshit and baggage as that one you just left behind, or maybe different shit, maybe stuff that's worse than what you wanted. Okay. It's about cleansing your energy, giving back to yourself and holding that frequency until you feel healed, man. Because if you feel down in the dumps, if you feel like you're not, you still have healing to do, you still have some work to do, then so are the partners that you meet. They are on the same frequency for a reason. And it may not be your same issues. It may not be the old partner's same issues, but it's the same frequency and wavelength. Okay. So let's talk about this now. You must boost your vibration, do things that lift your mood in every moment to strengthen that set point, Lynn, so that you can begin, manifesting in your outpictured reality more desirable circumstances. Okay. Six of Swords. You said you wanted to move. I feel like this is an indication here. Six of Swords can be about moving. This red shawl can be like root chakra. That's my home life. I'm cutting ties with this, that, the other thing, and I'm headed this direction of my choosing, right? And it might be kind of challenging to do this. However, I do feel I do feel that this is, I've cut some things away, and maybe there are other things in the future that I'll let go of when the time is right. When the time is right. This is a process, a healing process, right? So I do love this. And after you are able to really anchor in your pattern, your frequency, acknowledge your needs, girl. Like that's what spirit is getting me to right now, is like when you're in a relationship for so long, especially like that. And yeah, you've had since December, but still like you can lose your identity, right? Because it's no longer us anymore. I don't know what to make for dinner for just me. If we were together, I would have made this, that, or the other thing, because I would have made sure that everyone was included and involved. So now that I'm alone, I don't even know. And in fact, why would I even make a dinner for just little old me, right? This is where it's important to give to yourself, because little of you is important, and a meal is important. And if you're not giving yourself the things that you need, the basic necessities, spirit knows that you can't handle having a partner too, because what you're going to do, just starve yourself and feed your partner? Then start eating, start sleeping, start hydrating, start doing things that boost your mood and help you enjoy life in the meanwhile. And then that will get you onto a different frequency so that you'll resonate in some healthier connections. And I feel like that's not even for at least 6 months, girl. And even then, I don't feel like it's like, oh, the next one's the ticket. I feel like Lynn has some healing, some growing, some learning to do. And to be completely honest, the next one's going to be about dating. Hello. Lynn missed a very good chunk of experience there. I'm making sure I eat well now. Validation for you. I didn't know what to do at first. I was completely lost, but finding my feet. Good for you. I'm becoming aware of what I don't want in a relationship. Yes, love that. So when will I move, do you think? Okay, so moving within 6 months, that relationship thing, I feel like this will almost go hand in hand. Like Lynn is going to have some kind of a facelift to her whole energy. All of a sudden, boom, I'm feeling good. I'm going to be moving. I'm going to be dating. I'm going to be casting a net, but it's not going to be something that you settle down with. Exactly. Dating. What's that? Exactly. I feel like you're going to get your feet wet dating just to see what it's like to be taken out, to go out for this, that, the other thing in a harmless fashion without committing to some such thing. Okay. This is not about finding the next husband. This is about finding Lynn, and Lynn experiencing the world in some of the ways that she has previously yet to do. And then here, sure, you've got major arcana card number 19, the sun. The sun is about happiness, hopefulness, optimism, the universe bestowing all the blessings on you. This can even be about marriage in the future. But I dare say, Lynn, I don't think you're going to jump right into the next one, because, you've got some wild oats to sow. That's how I feel about it, girl. So handle your stuff. Enjoy whatever it is you have going on, and start doing things now that boost your vibration. Okay, that's what's important today, here and now. You know what? I really like to listen to this kind of music, or I like to watch this on TV. Maybe I want to sit in my jammies all day long and eat corn chips and not do shit, but that boosts my vibration on this Thursday. So I'll allow it. Whatever that is for you, Lynn. Give yourself grace. I lost the card. Where the heck did it go? Oh boy. Hold on. Ugh. Yeah, you guys are the best. Do appreciate you here. Thank you. Thank you. Whatever it is, it's up to you, not me. Okay, I have 3 more on my list right now. Uh, hmm. Oh, gotcha. 2 more on my list, my bad. Rhonda K. You're welcome, Lynn. Horrible. Can't stand it. Nope. I have a list that I'm reading off of, Laura. You haven't missed a thing, sweetheart. You know what I'm watching? Lynn, I do feel like you will get remarried. That's what that sun card was, but it's not like soon. You know what I mean? I feel like you're going to, go through a couple different suitors to kind of get your feet wet on the playing field or whatnot before you settle down with someone who is much more compatible with you. Hey, girl, Rhonda. What's your question, honey? What you need today, Rhonda? That's right. You know what I'm watching on Netflix? I really like it. I'm binge watching it right now. Resident Alien. It's pretty funny. You'll have to watch it. Let's see. Doctor's appointment soon. Anything. Okay. Anything from your dad. Okay, that's something. Mm-hmm. Okay. Rhonda, let me just connect in with your energy here. So, Rhonda, can you understand a connection to like a big city? Like maybe like New York or something like that? Manhattan? Not sure. I see like in my mind's eye, I see big tall city buildings, but like it's like water around it, you know? So I wonder if that connects with your dad, Rhonda. Oh. And you're having pain, right, sweetheart? I'm going into my chest here, heart or lungs. Is that where your concern is? Not sure. No worries. Like I feel kind of like Manhattan, Long Island. I don't know. That's okay. We don't have to hold on to that. That's where your issues are. Okay, so he's taking me there. He knows about this. He is definitely with you. Now, honey, uh you're in your chest. Yes, thank you. But your dad now, was he confused towards the end now? Like an Alzheimer's or dementia kind of thing, because my brain feels really foggy now and fuzzy as I'm connecting with him a bit more deeply. Like, whoa, my brain feels real fuzzy, and I wonder if this was him. Yes, thank you, Rhonda. Oh, and the liver, Jesus, was he sick in the liver then? I'm like right here. I really feel like this is liver. Um, Boy, that had some things going on. Also, stroke. I'm getting. Did he survive a stroke as well? Goodness, he is just giving me. He was definitely a trooper, Rhonda. I feel like he was a very strong, tough individual. Been through a lot of different things in life. Was oh goodness. I even feel how in his younger days he may have been rowdy, like kind of a a fighter or something like this. Definitely a physical person. Yes, a lot of different things in life. Yes, yes. Thank you for that, Rhonda. Yeah, he is showing me and rowdy as well. Yes, all these characteristics from your dad. All just to let you know that he is the soul who has come in for you today because he loves you, honey. And he knows that you're struggling and he wants to hand you a rose, a single rose. He wants to hand it to you here. Now, this is funny. Was there a rose there at the funeral? Is that something that someone carried? I see an open funeral casket now. I don't know that that's your dad in the casket. This is interesting. Someone else had a funeral potentially, and there was that person had a flower in their hand. This is really interesting because I don't think this is him. Could be wrong. Maybe that is his funeral there. Could this be someone else? Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. No, no, no. This is a funeral that you have potentially been to since dad passed. Okay, because I feel like he showed up in spirit to this funeral. A rose. Yes, the rose. Could it be coming from someone else? Yes. I feel like that person in the casket though would be a younger gentleman. Can you understand that, Rhonda? Would that have been an old partner of yours? Oh, you missed his funeral. Hmm. There's a delay in the comments. You can see this. I want to know how you feel about all this that I've just said. You missed his funeral. Okay. But old partner, thank you. Thank you, Rhonda, for the validation. I knew we were going somewhere with this. I see that. Dad knows this. Dad's telling me about this. Old partner. And they all send love to you, Rhonda. Ooh, I've got a card for you here, and I'm going to read it from the book. You better believe it. His passing was horrendous. Oh, honey, sending so much love to you. And he is okay. Even though his passing was horrendous, he's okay. He's intact. He's himself. He is fine, and he still has much love for you. He's telling me actually that he's a piece of your heart, or you're a piece of his, something like this. That old partner, he's saying there's a little tiny piece of me right there in her heart, right there in her heart and her mind, right? Maybe this was something that the two of you exchanged at some point. Rhonda. Now listen, this card came from your dad though. Okay. So from your dad, this is the card from your dad. I am over here learning. He's hilarious. I've always loved to learn, and sometimes I thought that I knew it all. And that's why he loved to learn. He liked to have all the information, and he liked to be able to one up you in conversation. Oh, yeah, well, I know all about that. And did you know this other stuff too? Oh, boy. I can feel how it really stroked Dad's ego to be knowledgeable about all the conversation subjects. Okay. And more than that, just absorbing information fed his brain and his spirit. Okay. And his boredom, I guess, maybe. I've always loved to learn, and sometimes I thought that I knew it all. But now that I'm beyond, whew, wow. Rhonda, was there some kind of an accident where someone got their finger cut off? Wow. I don't know if this is like a machinery or a woodworking type of a thing, but I feel like there was an accident with a slip and someone's finger got cut or some such thing. Wow. Okay. But now that I'm beyond the three-dimensional physical world, I'm astounded to be learning how everything really works in this beautiful and perfect universe. Even now, I can't completely comprehend all of God's plan, but I do see the bigger picture, and it is amazing. You and I are so much more than we ever dreamed of. The only thing I can share with you is how important it is to appreciate and honor yourself and everything else in life. You and I, like everyone, are God's sacred creations, which means that we honor God when we honor ourselves and each other. And I definitely honor you. Wow, beautiful. So, whose finger got cut? Is this like recently or a memory? Past person I knew. Thank you. That's just a validation for you to know that your past loved ones are in here. I don't know anything about this, but they're bringing this as additional validation for you, Rhonda, to connect those dots that these really are the souls who have shown up for you today, that they do live on. And the card that you have here is surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. Now, listen, this is speaking about your health and your wellness journey. Okay. So I understand that reality is what it is. And if we have pain or illness or need surgery or whatever, that is a reality. However, we live in an energetic dimension and our bodies respond to our thoughts and our feelings. So, Spirit is suggesting that you rewrite the script that you have inside and start speaking into existence and thinking into reality that you are well and healthy. I'm recovering. I'm on my wellness journey. No more, I'm sick, I'm hurt, I'm in pain, I feel like shit today. I'm getting worse. I'm on my wellness journey today. I'm definitely on my wellness path. Okay. So we need to think up and speak up and stop identifying as that poor person who always has the medical problems and can't deal with other things because that's overshadowing the rest of the life. Okay. That can be so encumbering. Okay. I feel like it can really be consuming at times, and we can identify with a pattern that we've lived for so long. However, that pattern is not you. That is simply a pattern that is overlaid on your body and your life. And it affects you on all levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Now, the physical body is the very last one to encourage that change. So it will be the very last one to experience the relief. Okay. So you've got to start it spiritual. On the spiritual level, spirit wants you to be healthy. Pull in that divine energy. Speak to God like you're talking to a friend. Ask spirit to help you. Ask the angels to help you on your wellness journey to improve day by day, moment by moment. Okay. Emotionally, you've got to start pulling yourself up into the healthier frames of being. Okay. And mentally as well. Those two kind of go hand in hand. I'm healthy. I'm well. I'm feeling better today. Notice when you're improving and embrace that and accentuate that. Okay. Woo, today is better and I feel it, even if it's microscopically better, with gratitude to start shaking up the spiritual, emotional, mental levels, and then allow that physical healing and recuperation to be sustainable and long term, long lasting. Rhonda K, I myself suffered from chronic conditions and chronic pain. I used to walk with a walker or a cane at times when I was feeling a little better. Okay. I could not even get out of bed at one point by myself. And I prayed to God, and God healed my pain. And I know that sounds crazy, but I tell you, girl, I believe with my whole heart that you will see a day and a period, a long period of your life where you are not living with the circumstances that you have found yourself in for quite some time. And I'm talking about your health. I see wellness in your future, miraculous healing, living a different lifestyle in the future. But it's about walking towards that and supporting your health now in all the things that you do, all the ways that you do. And I also need to say something to Rhonda and anyone else who is feeling this, because we can live with our pain or our patterns in that way, our physical ailments or whatnot that are our circumstances. I have some too. I'm not, sometimes we just have these things. Okay. But it is a choice to hide behind that. I'm sorry. Look, I just want to say, if you're somebody who has always, oh, I have this backache, so, I'm not expected to help with all that kind of heavy lifting and stuff. Okay. And then maybe you start to move into wellness and your back starts to feel better. And then the opportunity is presented. Oh, my friend needs help moving. Oh, fuck. I don't want to have to help someone move. Boy, my back, it's too much today. Sorry, friend, I would, but this back, right? Okay, we don't hide behind our ailments that are getting better if we want them to improve. Because when we hide behind them, that anchors them in to reality, and then we don't improve. So you've got to decide, are you up for the task? Do you want to show up for that? Then be healthy, be well, and step in that and be ready to be responsible in all the ways that you can be with your newfound banging wellness. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, Rhonda, but I do feel like it's going to happen for you, and probably faster than you think. That's what I have for you, babe. Thank you. I believe that. Ask God for intervention, Rhonda, with your heart open, and believe that you can receive that. Aw. Good night, Lynn Petrozak Moore. I hope to catch you on the next one, sweetheart. Check my event section. I'll be here on Saturday too. Thank you. And you're welcome, Rhonda. Natalie, you still here, girl? Natalie? Natalie, you sweetheart. You lost your cousin on Friday. And I would love to get you a card and message from your cousin who is potentially still transitioning at this time. But Natalie, I'm going to connect in with your energy here, honey. I'm seeing a chest x-ray in my mind's eye, which tells me that potentially your cousin could have had some kind of a lung condition or a COPD, emphysema kind of thing. Now, when typically a loved one has passed, I'm sensing the cousin to be on your mother's side of the tree. So take that where it resonates there, Natalie. It feels like it's on your mom's side of the tree, your cousin. Um, Typically, when a loved one has passed, I need to say, regardless of the circumstances, it can be startling because all we know is this physical life here under the veil, right? Even if, we believe that maybe we live on, all we know is the physical body for the lifetime that we are living in it. And when we pass away, it can be kind of startle. Okay. And it takes a moment for the soul who has just passed away to recognize that they're a spiritual body now, and to maneuver their spiritual body. That takes time. However, they are always, always, always greeted by familiar faces, by past loved ones who they connect with in a loving way, by angels who support them that they connect with. Sometimes they're met by deities that they believe in, like Jesus, okay, these kind of Mother Mary, depending on what the faith is. So I do want to say that our past loved ones are greeted by love, heaven's loving arms, past loved ones' loving faces, okay, so that they're not scared when they transition. Now, once they recognize what's going on, they usher them right into their life review. We are all going to have a life review when we pass away. So think about it now, people, all right? Because when you're in your life review, you get to experience your entire life yet again from all perspectives. Your perspective and everyone else's that were involved in those moments, you can feel it as your own. You recognize how you made other people feel. You recognize times when maybe you fell short or your actions had some kind of a domino effect that was greater than your awareness at the time. Now, when we go through our life reviews, it can be emotional and time consuming, but it is an integral part of the soul's process so that it may gather all of the lessons, the blessings, and of the life, and kind of place it against the intended blueprint when first incarnating. Okay, so when we first incarnate, we're a soul already first. We gear up and go, oh, I'm going to go have a life on earth. Woo! What am I going to be? Oh, maybe I'll be a girl. Maybe I'll be a boy. What am I going to be? Okay, and then I'm going to incarnate into this family, and I'm going to incarnate into this location. And oh boy, I'm going to challenge myself. I think I want to deal with some childhood trauma, and maybe I'll have some addiction issues too, and throw in, who knows what other PTSD I could have, or anxiety, or who knows what else, right? I'm going to challenge myself because I know I've got this. I can overcome these things. I can go knock it out the park, right? And then we actually come in and we live the life and we deal with the struggles and the things. And sometimes we don't quite do as well as our bomb ass soul thought we were going to do before we actually came to live the life and do the things in reality, right? So that takes time to kind of see how you matched up. Natalie, I don't feel like you're still here, honey, and I understand that you blipped out, but I do want to tell you that your cousin is transitioning. But I feel pain on my right ear here, Natalie. So, and maybe this is maybe your cousin is a man or a masculine energy. I'm feeling pain here as if I can't receive the communication from a masculine energy. So if your cousin is not the masculine who may be, trying to whisper in your ear, or will when the time is right, I do feel like there's something about a lack of communication with the masculine energy around this. Okay, so maybe someone who is involved being ousted, not being in communication about this, don't listen to what they have to say. Maybe I wish you were here to kind of bounce this off of. However, I feel something about communication with a masculine energy surrounding this death not to be valid, not to be taken, like, don't listen to it right now, because I feel like maybe people are saying things and they're coming from a place of hurt or whatnot. And it's not necessarily something, wow, I couldn't make this up. Wow. Look at this. I was met by so many loving people. I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this for you. There's 2 cards for you, Natalie. I'll tag you on the replay. Beautiful card. I was met by so many loving people. I got chills right now. And I pretty much just said this. So Spirit punctuates this for you. I want to put your mind at rest. I did not die alone. None of us ever comes into the earth world or ever enters into heaven alone. I was met by all of our loving relatives, friends, and even souls I did not expect. I was greeted so beautifully by my magnificent angels, teachers, and spirit guides who gently escorted me into my colorful heavenly life. It is all so splendid and so real. I cannot express to you the amount of love I was welcomed with. It feels so natural to be loved. I think I forgot that when I was living on the earth. When I came here, it was a wonderful reunion. It is a place where you see the best in everyone, and they also show you the best in yourself. It is indeed heaven. And I feel like there's a masculine energy who's lashing out in a verbal way and just saying ugly things, like because they're hurt. Maybe they're just having temper issues or whatnot. But I feel like a call to not take these things to heart, because, people grieve in their own ways, and you never know how people are reacting and what's going on beneath the surface. But you know that you're okay. All right. And you don't have to listen to any third party nonsense. You can just flip the switch and shift your focus and not absorb that, whether this has to do with cousin or not. Okay. You have the ability to tune out any nonsense that you don't want to engage in, Natalie. And the other card for you is, I will always point you in the right direction. Although I'm not God or an angel, I do have the ability to guide you. Keep in mind that I'm not privy to the all-knowing wisdom of the universe. For that, you'd want to consult God, which you can do just by asking for help. However, I do have the benefit of all of my earthly lessons, which taught me a lot. I also have a broader perspective on your circumstances from my heavenly vantage point. So you can think of me as a trustworthy confidant whom you can turn to for advice. Please know that I'll do all I can to guide you towards what's best for you. I've learned how to get my ego out of the way and focus upon helping you and others from a place of pure love. You'll notice the signs that I send to you through your feelings, dreams, and other reminders to think of me. Beautiful card and message, Natalie. I love that for you. Thank you so much for letting me connect for you. And I'm going to disconnect here. Who's with me still? We're going to get us some Power of Love cards. How about that? I'm going to go ahead and get us a group pick a card message from this one, Power of Love. I'm going to read it from the book. And if you don't like that, you don't have to participate. 1, 2, or 3 from the Power of Love. I've been on for over 2 hours. So 1, 2, or 3. I will also be live right here on my page on Saturday. But if you check out my events section, you will most definitely find me on all the days, because I'm plugging in some earlier events as well. That are earlier in the day to accommodate different time zones, because I understand that that's been somewhat of a struggle for some of my overseas viewers. It's this one. 1, 2, or 3, guys. What is it? Here's 1, 2, and 3. Lori, you're too much. I'm wrapping it up right now, and I'm saying I'm doing a group message. I've been on for over 2 hours. You're too much. Calm down, please. I can't get to you today. I had a big list, and I've been on a while, and I've needed to pee for probably an hour. I love you, but I cannot read for you today. And if I'm too much, I'm sorry. I have to be myself. Number 1, the card is cooperation. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, You realize that every person and every experience has value. When you are receptive to the input, opinions, and values of others, you broaden your Earth School perspective. Someone else's point of view is one of the most valuable teachers you can experience during your time in the physical dimension. It is through the cooperative spirit in which you have the dynamic of give and take that the two halves can then become one whole. Cooperating and honoring another's opinion promotes not only friendship and social skills, but more possibilities for how to love and be loved. Often, the life experiences of someone you trust can prevent you from making the same mistakes. Stubbornness and the refusal to accept guidance can lead you into a maze of wrong turns and dead ends. Never be afraid to ask for advice. We are here to help each other, so knowledge received is meant to be shared. Two heads are better than one. Number one. Sometimes that's what it is, sweetheart. Oh, you're welcome, guys. Appreciate it. And if you were drawn to pick card number 2, let's see what it is. The card is self-love, and thank you, Nanette Hernandez. Good to see you. Hope to catch you on the next one. Self-love, number 2. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. As the old saying goes, you can't love somebody else until you love yourself. It's true. The most important goal you can achieve in this physical dimension is that of loving yourself unconditionally. And it's a tough one. You are the very person who knows your dark secrets, faults, and shortcomings the best. It's easy to see the good in other people because you don't know anyone but yourself inside and out. Do you really think that you're the only person you know who's not worthy of your love? Your soul is perfect. Your human shell is imperfect, and so is everyone else's. The quality of love you give out is only as good as the quality of love you have for yourself. So stop shortchanging the world by not loving yourself with the same intensity you do others. You've made mistakes, but you've learned from them. That's what progress and spiritual evolution are all about. Love your weaknesses as much as your strengths because they are your teachers. Number 2, beautiful card. Yeah, love that card. And if you were drawn to pick card number 3, your card is vision. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. Now that your blinders are coming off, you are able to see the world and beyond the physical through your spiritual vision. You are embracing the sacred mission, which is the reason you agreed to participate in this dimension. You can envision a universe so vast, beautiful, and spectacular that miracles are a part of your everyday experience. Your higher intellect has been stimulated, and you can recognize the higher essence of other souls and know their lessons. You are able to grasp the difficult lessons of grief, loss, and sorrow, seeing them as experiences from which to grow. Spiritual guides, angels, and master teachers are drawn to you whether you are aware of their presence or not. You have agreed on a soul level to be a conduit of deep spiritual truths, which you easily manifest into the physical. You have a strong intuitive sense of what you need to do on a large scale to bring your vision to the masses. This may be through the creative arts, such as writing, singing, painting, or speaking, or as a spiritual practitioner. Woo woo. As you embrace and live out your vision, you remind others how to dance to the tune of divinity and the oneness of being. Beautiful card and message number 3. Loving all those messages for us today. You guys are truly the best. I thank you for hanging out with me for all of this time. It's been great. And I will see you all on the next one. Until then, I send you all so much love and so many blessings. Good night, my friends.